welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on 30 Days of Sketches, Series 11. This is day number 27. This sketch was exclusively created by Alma Ross for us to play with. It has some splatters and some hearts, some little X's, journaling title, and a single photo. So I will be using this photo of my granddaughter sleeping, this one. Again, I cut two because I didn't want to waste paper. I have a star cut file and several acrylic hearts. These are from Fawny's on the 9th. I ordered them on Etsy, and I believe these came from Scrapbook Generation during their We Create special purchases for the We Create crop last September. I'm also going to be using some Dear Lizzy paper. I chose two from Stargazer, and then a third one, which is on my Cameo mat, is from I don't remember, Hello Kitty. Lovely Day. So that's what I have to get started with. So I'm going to speed up the video and we'll get started. So I have already backed my cut file using this piece of patterned paper, and I'm going to use part of it to mat my photo, and then I'm going to use the back side of it. It has cut files on it, and I'm going to fussy cut a camera off one of the cut apart cards. So I don't really have hardly any embellishments left from this collection, or I don't think I had any to begin with. I bought a huge pack of Dear Lizzy pattern papers from peacecraftlove.com, and I don't have anything but I think the thickers to embellish with, so I'm going to try to utilize as much of this paper as embellishments as I can. That's why I've chosen to cut the little camera out of that cut apart card. I have also taken some of the little extra stars from that first piece of pattern paper, and I have hand stitched a couple of them as well to use as embellishments on this layout. I'm going to clear my space and I'm going to start building my background. I've chosen the shooting star pattern paper. I am going to use that to mat my white cardstock. So I'll be cutting down my white cardstock about a ½ inch on each side so that I can use that star as a mat. The stripe piece I'm going to cut about, that's about 3 inches or so, and I end up tearing it down a little bit farther, but I'm also going to flip it over and use the light aqua star print as well as borders along the bottom of my layout. And so here's where I'm going to go ahead and trim down this white cardstock. I'm going to trim down a ½ inch on each side after I trim off the branding strip from the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere it on the shooting star pattern paper. I'd be curious to know if anybody else has trouble lining up matting on the pattern paper. I've tried doing it with a ruler, I've tried eyeballing it. Sometimes I just don't get it the first time, and I do have to move it around a little bit here. That is why I didn't completely press it down to begin with, to make sure it was completely adhered, because I wanted to make sure it was semi-straight and even. I'm going to play around with the placement of these two pieces of torn pattern paper first, just to see what I have. And I've decided that that stripe is too tall, and so I'm going to tear it basically in half and lower it so that I have enough space for my photo and journaling box and title. I will save all of the scraps from this layout at least until I've used up more of this collection, so that I make sure I have enough of everything, especially a stripe, because I tend to cut those down into borders or just strips for my layouts. I pulled out one of my freckled fawn journaling cards that I had set to the side from a previous layout, and now I'm just going to start laying out embellishments. Originally, I was going to put the 2 stars on either side of the photo that I had hand stitched, but in the end they end up on both. They both end up on one side of the photo. I didn't open up both packages of acrylic stars. I only opened up the one that didn't have a label from We Create, and those are the only ones that I'm going to actually play with. Now I'm going to mess around with the title. At first I put She's a Wildflower on here because I like the color and it matches the rest of the layout, but I just didn't like the look of that title, so I put it back down and I use Count the Stars. I like the color gold. I like what it says. It seems to fit what I'm going for with my layout and everything. So at this point in the video, I have finished putting everything down. Everything is glued down except for the bows at the top. I decided to bring in some bows at the top and add some splatters. I've already journaled on the layout and dated it. So that is about all I have for this layout. I want to thank you for stopping by my channel today. I hope that you liked this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you check out all of the other creators in this hop by clicking on that collaborative playlist below, and you have a great Monday. Bye.